Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Meet the Candidates. I am your host, Camila Turner, and my guest tonight is Larry Springfield. He is running for the position of City Council, District 7.
Absolutely.
Good evening, Larry.
How are you, Mrs. Turner or Miss Turner? How are you tonight?
I am doing well. Good to see you.
Always good.
Larry and I have known each other for
Ever?
a very long time. You used to date one of my good friends.
Why did you gotta? I thought we were talking about politics.
That was a
Oh my
long
God.
time
That
ago.
was a
That's Black History.
long
It's
time.
Black History. We talk about that in February.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Lord have mercy. Jesus.
But that's how we met. And I've known you throughout the years, and so when I first met you, of course, you were singing, and you're still singing.
Yes.
Now you are the owner of the Sugar Shack on Beale
Yes.
Street.
Absolutely.
And it's really good. I remember you talking about that for years and years and years before it actually happened. So
Came to fruition. Yeah.
it came to fruition. So that was a goal you had, and you worked towards it continuously. And I know had some setbacks along the way, but it happened. So tell people who don't know, what is the Sugar Shack?
Sugar Shack is a funky good time. It's actually a soul experience. You got great soul food and great soul music all under one roof. Like I said, it's been something that I've been doing since 2016 is when we started, and we were at the Buntons. Remember back in the day we were at Bunton
on Monroe,
and then and I was partnering with this guy by the name of Tommy Peters, who since passed away, rest in peace. He was the owner of BB King's, and he had Buntons, and I told him that I was tired of doing things for other people, and I wanted to do something for myself. And I always had the Sugar Shack thing, I guess, brand in my head, along with my partner Hewlett Brick at that time, and Rick Farwell. We started Sugar Shack in that basement, and then felt like Tommy didn't see the same experience for Afro Americans that we saw, so we decided to take our brand some other place. And then Britt started to went on his way because he has a logistic thing he was doing, and then Rick was doing his thing as far as his liquor store and things of that nature. So we just decided to go our own ways. But I kept the Sugar Shack brand, and I took it to another place. We've been open at this new spot for about 3 years now. Open during the pandemic, we survived it, and we're still surviving. So yeah.
Now, where is it located? For those that don't know,
it's at 392 Beale Street, right across from Church Park, across right next door to the Carpenter Law Firm. So we're the only two businesses, or if there's 1, 2, 3 black businesses right there. Well, the church is not a business, but the black church right there, and then you got a black law firm, you got a black restaurant on this side of Beale Street. So yeah.
Okay. So where is District 7 for those that don't know?
So believe it or not, District 7, there's a portion of Beale Street. My restaurant is in District 7.
Okay.
So Beale Street, let's say Harbor Town, what is Uptown now, New Chicago, Smoky City, Klondike, going into a portion of Evergreen, a portion of like the Speedway Terrace over here, all the way down to Douglas, Springdale, Hollywood, like I said, Hyde Park, over into Fraser, like Raleigh Mill, right in that area, and going over to North Haven. So it's a pretty big district. We have about 97,000 people in our district. So it's a lot of people.
So why did you decide to run for office for this district, city council?
I've always wanted to run. I've lived in District 7 or Smoky City to a certain degree all my life, which is in District 7. And I've always wanted to run. I just didn't know when. So here recently, I would say within the last 7 to 8 years, I've had the itch. The reason why I decided is because I feel like, it's like the old mother hen thing. It's like, okay, I need people to help me do things. And when you ask them, what can I do to help you to make the neighborhood and make the district better, there's no answer. So I felt like, just like I had to do Sugar Shack on my own and some other, and I started my development company that's in District 7 on my own. I felt like if no one else wants to help me do it, let me get out and run and do it and try to change the neighborhood myself. So, and I felt like running for city council would be a start because I have ideas on how I think we can turn things around, because it just seems like no one really cares. It's when they get into the office, they use the office to propel themselves and not the district. So I felt like I don't need to propel myself. I mean, I know I'm a go-getter. I started Sugar Shack. Like I said, I have my own development company in North Memphis. But no one is really changing the trajectory of where North Memphis is going, or District 7 is going. I feel like I can do that because I've done it in my own personal life. I feel like I can do it for the district.
Now, you say you want to make District 7 stronger, safer, and healthy.
Yes.
Why stronger, safer, and healthy?
Well, the thing, I mean, I think we know we're underserved. But I think that there's an opportunity here that people are, we're underserved. That's all I can say. I don't think people know how the resources that we have in this district. I mean, first of all, I mean, there's lots, there's where you can bring businesses and things of that nature. It's just that a light needs to be shown on it. Somebody needs to be here to show people that it can happen. And I'm doing that. I'm developing with partners with the Works and the CDCs over here to actually bring families back. That's the thing that I want to do. I want to bring families back so that we can be a viable company. So we can be a viable neighborhood. What happens is if you bring families back, let's say you rehab a home or you build a home for that family, they come and live in North Memphis. Well, that's a tax burden that's off of the rest of the city, and it's bound. We're actually doing our work in the district by actually paying taxes and helping with some of the tax burdens here. So that's one thing. The second thing I think is there's so much land, and there's so many opportunities for some commerce like Amazon or Home Depot or some Lowe's or Walmart to come over and put an anchor business over here so we can have some growth. And I think that people are overlooking it because nobody is trying to lure, no one's trying to woo them to come. I mean, it's like we're forgotten. But I think if I was in an office, I would definitely try to get those people to put an eye on District 7. I'll give you an example of why I say that. Somebody told me, and I don't know if it's true, so it could be just rumor, but I heard a story that there was a company out of Huntsville that wanted to use, and if you're not familiar with North Memphis, but Firestone, right here, Firestone in Elmore. So it used to be the Firestone company, but of course they since moved, but that's nothing but land. They wanted to take that land and bring their company here. And someone that's in the office now did not even take a meeting with these people. So those opportunities pass us by. Me, if I'm elected, I want to show them all the places that we can bring these companies that want to come and bring their companies here so that we can redevelop and get families to come back into these areas. But if you don't even take a sit down with these people and talk to them and see what they have to give us in order for us to make our district grow, then I don't think you're the person for the office. And I know that I would have given them a listen. So anyway.
So talk a little bit more about your development company. What are you doing right now with your company?
Well, I have partnered with this company out of Baltimore to actually build low-income homes for first-time home buyers. And one of our first success stories is we renovated a house on LaGrange where my mother, she is right next door to my mom. So we bought the house, renovated it, and this young lady now she bought it, and she has 3 kids. So it's a single mother with 3 kids, just bought her first home. And now we're building 2 more homes on that same street. So we want to bring those families, hopefully, a husband and wife who probably works at Amazon or works at Nike's. Look, instead of renting, we want to bring that money or that family to North Memphis, to District 7, so that we can actually give these people a part of the American dream. Everybody wants to have home ownership. So what we want, they may not be able to go out and buy something in ease, but in North Memphis, I think that we can help facilitate that need, because these people don't want to rent all their life. And if we can give them an affordable home, I think that'll help perpetuate their dream.
So what qualities do you think you possess to make you, now you went out. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Yes. What qualities do you feel like you possess that will make you good for this position?
Like I said, I think I'm a go-getter, and I'm a person who I build bridges. And I think being able to see how I can help you and you help me, and without asking for a give, it's like, okay, how can we work together to make things happen? I've made things happen for me, and I don't really need anything, this job to propel me to something else. What I want to do is show that I can develop. I show the people that I can actually get families to come back. I can get businesses to come back because I've done it. It's not like you're talking to a person who hasn't started something from nothing and now it's a burgeoning. Well, it's not a burgeoning, but it's a business that has lasted through the pandemic. I've actually been in building and rehabbing homes for the last 25 years. My son's 26 now. So for the last 26 years. So I'm successful in doing the things that I set out to do. So I think that I can bring that quality to this position. I mean, it's not like I'm not afraid of anything. I don't think that there's a failure. There's always an opportunity. So in those things, I feel like once if there's a door that's closed, I feel like we just got to knock probably a little harder, but we can always try to get that thing open. So it's just about the approach, using a different approach for something that's been going on. That's insane. So we have to do something different in order to get over the hump. So I think that all the qualities that I bring are shown in the things that I've done in my past.
Now, I know you are born and raised in Memphis, lived in Memphis, if not all, most of your life.
Right.
What is your vision for the city as a whole in the next 20 years, 10 years?
Man, I see us as a shining light on the hill. It's like the rapper said, Memphis, 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 everything Memphis. But it starts with my district first. But I see Memphis. I see growth. But I think there's a time for younger lions to take over because I see there's some lions in winter, and these people need to just, step aside and let some younger people, to a certain degree, take the helm of running the city. And I think we have some pieces in place. But I think that there's some other pieces need to be added so we can move forward. I see us becoming a thriving metropolis. It's just that we have to have people with like minds. I know we hear this all the time, but there are a lot of people who are crabs in a barrel. But I just feel like we can work together. It just takes like-minded people to get together. And I think that with the core of the people that's in office now and a few added people, I think we can get some things done. So I just see us being a great city within the next 5 to 10 years. It's just a matter of getting our policing right, making people feel safe, because that's a priority, and then making sure that we get people to buy into their stake in Memphis. Because oftentimes people feel like they're left out. But we got to get people to buy back into what Memphis is about. And I think we can do that. It's just take different leadership. And I think I'm one of those people who can lead and get that happen.
Well, thank you. I think that's a perfect note to end on. Thank you so much again for joining me this evening. Tell people again your name, where they can find more information about you, and when to vote.
Well, my name is Larry Springfield. I'm running for City Council, District 7, and I'm going to win. I'm asking for your vote. And you won't be sorry for voting for me. I guarantee you we're going to move. The trajectory of Memphis is solid and it's clear. It's just we have to make the right decisions. On the September 15th, early voting, and then on October 5th is Election Day. And you guys you should vote for me for City Council District 7.
Well, thank you so much again for joining me. Thank you for all of you for watching. Be sure to share with your friends and family members on social media, through email. We have to be informed and invested in our leadership. Right. Thank you to everybody again, and good night.
Thank you so much.